Question 1. In Missouri, if a homeowner's property is destroyed in a fire and the homeowner has a policy with a $200,000 dwelling coverage limit, but the cost to rebuild the home is $250,000, which of the following would apply under a standard HO3 policy with replacement cost coverage and no additional endorsements? A. The insurer will pay $250,000 as that is the replacement cost. B. The insurer will only pay $200,000 as that is the coverage limit. C. The insurer will pay $225,000, splitting the difference between coverage limit and actual cost. D. The insurer will pay nothing since the homeowner was underinsured. Answer B. The insurer will only pay $200,000 as that is the coverage limit. Explanation: in a standard HO3 policy with replacement cost coverage, the insurer will pay the replacement cost of the damaged property up to the policy's coverage limit. In this case, even though the replacement cost is $250,000, the policy limit is $200,000 and the insurer is not obligated to pay more than the policy limit. This is a key concept under the principles of indemnity and contractual limits of liability. Missouri law adheres to these principles, and insurers are not required to cover amounts exceeding the agreed upon coverage limit unless an additional endorsement, such as an inflation guard, is added to the policy. Question 2. Scenario-based. Mr. Sanders owns a home in Missouri and recently discovered significant mold damage due to a long-term plumbing leak. His standard HO3 policy explicitly excludes coverage for mold and gradual water damage. Mr. Sanders did not purchase any additional endorsements. Which of the following is the most appropriate course of action for Mr. Sanders under the terms of his policy? A. Mr. Sanders can file a claim and the insurer will cover the mold damage since it was caused by a leak. B. Mr. Sanders will be able to file a claim, but the insurer will only pay for the plumbing repair, not the mold damage. C. Mr. Sanders will have to pay for all repairs out of pocket since mold and gradual water damage are excluded. D. Mr. Sanders can dispute the claim under Missouri law, which mandates mold coverage under all homeowners' policies. Answer: C. Mr. Sanders will have to pay for all repairs out of pocket since mold and gradual water damage are excluded. Explanation: under a standard HO3 policy, mold damage and gradual water damage are commonly excluded from coverage unless the homeowner has purchased additional endorsements. Since Mr. Sanders did not have such endorsements, his insurer is not obligated to cover the mold damage. Missouri does not require insurers to include mold damage in their standard homeowners policies. This exclusion is clearly outlined in most policy agreements, and filing a claim for such damage would be denied. Mr. Sanders would be responsible for the cost of both the mold remediation and the plumbing repairs. Question 3. Which of the following correctly describes the impact of a high deductible on a homeowner's insurance policy in Missouri? A. A higher deductible increases the premium but lowers out-of-pocket expenses in the event of a claim. B. A higher deductible decreases the premium but increases out-of-pocket expenses in the event of a claim. C. A higher deductible has no effect on the premium or out-of-pocket expenses. D. A higher deductible decreases the premium and decreases out-of-pocket expenses in the event of a claim. Answer: B. A higher deductible decreases the premium but increases out-of-pocket expenses in the event of a claim. Explanation: a deductible is the amount a policyholder must pay out of pocket before the insurance company covers any expenses. Choosing a higher deductible typically results in lower premiums because the homeowner is assuming a greater portion of the risk. However, if a claim is filed, the policyholder will need to pay more out of pocket before the insurance coverage kicks in. This is a key concept in insurance pricing and risk management. Missouri insurance regulations do not cap the deductible amount, so homeowners can choose higher deductibles to reduce their premiums, knowing that it increases their financial burden in the event of a claim. Question 4. In Missouri, under the HO5 homeowners insurance form, how is personal property typically covered? A. Personal property is covered on a named perils basis. B. Personal property is covered on an open perils basis subject to exclusions. C. Personal property is not covered under the HO5 form. D. Personal property is covered on a replacement cost basis regardless of exclusions. Answer: B. Personal property is covered on an open perils basis subject to exclusions. Explanation: the HO5 form is one of the most comprehensive types of homeowners insurance policies, often referred to as the comprehensive form. It covers both the dwelling and personal property on an open perils basis, meaning that unless a peril is specifically excluded in the policy, it is covered. This form provides broader coverage than the HO3 form, which covers personal property on a named perils basis. However, the HO5 policy still contains exclusions such as flood and earthquake, and homeowners may need additional endorsements for these perils in Missouri. Question 5. Which of the following best describes the Missouri FAIR plan, and when would a homeowner most likely need to apply for it? A. The Missouri FAIR plan provides homeowners with discounted insurance coverage when they purchase additional flood insurance. B. The Missouri FAIR plan offers homeowners coverage when they are unable to obtain insurance through the voluntary market due to high-risk property. C. The Missouri FAIR plan allows homeowners to avoid paying deductibles on any covered losses. D. The Missouri FAIR plan provides umbrella liability coverage that supplements standard homeowners insurance. Answer: B. The Missouri FAIR plan offers homeowners coverage when they are unable to obtain insurance through the voluntary market due to high-risk property. Explanation: the Missouri FAIR Fair Access to Insurance Requirements plan provides access to insurance for homeowners who cannot obtain coverage through the standard market due to the high risk associated with their property. This program is often used by those who own properties in areas prone to natural disasters, vandalism, or other high-risk conditions that make insurers reluctant to offer coverage. The FAIR plan acts as a safety net to ensure that everyone can access basic homeowners insurance, though premiums are typically higher than standard market rates. Question 6. Scenario-based. MS. Thompson owns a home in Missouri near a river and has been advised to purchase flood insurance. Her homeowner's insurance policy does not cover flood damage, and she is considering purchasing flood insurance through the National Flood Insurance Program (NFIP). What is the most accurate advice for MS. Thompson regarding flood insurance? A. MS. Thompson's homeowner's insurance policy will cover flood damage if it is caused by a river overflow. B. MS. Thompson should purchase flood insurance through a private insurer, as the NFIP only covers coastal flooding. C. MS. Thompson can purchase flood insurance through the NFIP, which is available in all flood-prone areas, and it will cover flood damage from river overflow. D. MS. Thompson cannot purchase flood insurance because flood damage is not insurable under any circumstances. Answer: C. MS. Thompson can purchase flood insurance through the NFIP, which is available in all flood-prone areas, and it will cover flood damage from river overflow. Explanation: flood insurance is not included in standard homeowners policies, and homeowners who live in flood-prone areas, such as near rivers, need separate flood insurance. The National Flood Insurance Program (NFIP), established by the federal government, provides flood insurance coverage to homeowners, renters, and businesses in areas at risk of flooding. This coverage applies to flood damage caused by river overflows, storm surges, and heavy rainfall. Private flood insurance is also available, but the NFIP is a common and reliable source of flood coverage in Missouri. Question 7. In Missouri, what is the primary difference between actual cash value (ACV) and replacement cost value (RCV) when it comes to settling a claim for damaged personal property? A. ACV pays the full cost of replacing damaged property without considering depreciation, while RCV deducts for depreciation. B. ACV pays the replacement cost minus depreciation, while RCV pays the full replacement cost without considering depreciation. C. ACV and RCV both deduct for depreciation, but ACV is capped at 50% of the replacement cost. D. ACV covers only the market value of the property, while RCV pays the higher of the market value or replacement cost. Answer: B. ACV pays the replacement cost minus depreciation, while RCV pays the full replacement cost without considering depreciation. Explanation: actual cash value (ACV) is the replacement cost of damaged property minus depreciation, which accounts for the age and wear of the property at the time of the loss. Replacement cost value (RCV) is the amount needed to replace the damaged property with new items of similar kind and quality without considering depreciation. In Missouri, homeowners often have the option to choose between ACV and RCV in their policy, with RCV generally leading to a higher premium but providing more comprehensive coverage in the event of a loss. Question 8. Which of the following perils is typically excluded from coverage under a standard Missouri HO3 homeowners policy unless an additional endorsement is purchased? A. Fire. B. Vandalism. C. Earthquake. D. Theft. Answer: C. Earthquake. Explanation: earthquake coverage is typically excluded from standard HO3 homeowners policies. While a HO3 policy covers a wide range of named perils, including fire, vandalism, and theft, earthquake damage requires a separate endorsement or policy. In Missouri, especially in areas near the New Madrid seismic zone, it is important for homeowners to consider purchasing an earthquake endorsement if they want protection from potential earthquake damage. Question 9. Under Missouri law, which of the following actions by an insurance company could be considered an unfair claims settlement practice? A. Investigating a claim thoroughly before making a payment decision. B. Offering to settle a claim for the full policy limit when damages exceed that amount. C. Failing to provide a reasonable explanation for denying a claim. D. Requesting additional documentation from the insured after receiving a claim. Answer: C. Failing to provide a reasonable explanation for denying a claim. Explanation: Missouri law under the Missouri Unfair Claims Settlement Practices Act requires insurers to act in good faith when handling claims. One of the practices considered unfair is failing to provide a reasonable explanation for denying a claim. Insurers are required to inform policyholders of the specific reasons for any denial of coverage. Other actions, such as investigating claims and requesting additional documentation, are standard procedures and do not constitute unfair practices unless done in bad faith or with unreasonable delays. Question 10. A Missouri homeowner has a personal liability claim against them due to a visitor being injured on their property. The homeowner's HO3 policy has a $300,000 liability coverage limit. If the visitor's medical expenses and legal fees amount to $400,000, how much will the insurance company pay? A. $0, because liability claims are not covered under homeowners policies. B. $300,000, as that is the liability coverage limit. C. $400,000, as the insurer will cover the full amount of any liability claims. D. $350,000, splitting the difference between the coverage limit and the total claim. Answer: B. $300,000, as that is the liability coverage limit. Explanation: in Missouri, a HO3 policy provides personal liability coverage which protects the homeowner against claims of bodily injury or property damage to others. However, the insurer will only pay up to the coverage limit specified in the policy. In this case, the coverage limit is $300,000, so the insurance company will not pay more than this amount. The homeowner would be responsible for the remaining $100,000 in expenses. This highlights the importance of considering higher liability limits or an umbrella policy to provide additional protection. Question 11. Which of the following types of water damage is typically not covered under a standard Missouri homeowners insurance policy? A. Water damage caused by a burst pipe. B. Water damage caused by rain entering through a storm-damaged roof. C. Water damage caused by flooding from a nearby river. Answer: C. Water damage caused by flooding from a nearby river. Explanation: flooding from external sources, such as rivers or heavy rains, is typically excluded from standard homeowners insurance policies. Homeowners in Missouri must purchase separate flood insurance through the National Flood Insurance Program and FIPOR, a private insurer for this type of water damage. Other types of water damage, such as those from burst pipes or malfunctioning appliances, are generally covered under standard homeowners policies. Question 12. In Missouri, how does a homeowner's insurance policy generally handle liability claims for injuries sustained by a guest in the home? A. It covers only medical expenses but not legal fees. B. It covers both medical expenses and legal fees up to the policy limits. C. It covers all expenses with no limit. D. It does not cover any expenses related to guest injuries. Answer: B. It covers both medical expenses and legal fees up to the policy limits. Explanation: homeowners insurance policies in Missouri typically include personal liability coverage, which protects the homeowner if a guest is injured on their property. This coverage usually includes both medical expenses and legal fees associated with the injury claim, but only up to the policy limits. Homeowners should review their policy limits to ensure adequate coverage for potential claims. Question 13. Which of the following statements is true regarding Missouri's Insurance Guarantee Association? A. Ensures that homeowners insurance policies provide unlimited coverage for all claims. B. It provides the safety net for policyholders if their insurance company becomes insolvent. C. It guarantees that all policyholders receive discounts on premiums. D. It offers supplemental insurance coverage for high-value homes. Answer: B. It provides a safety net for policyholders if their insurance company becomes insolvent. Explanation: the Missouri Insurance Guarantee Association protects policyholders if their insurance company becomes insolvent. It helps cover claims up to certain limits, ensuring that policyholders are not left without coverage in the event of an insurer's financial failure. However, the coverage provided by the association may be subject to certain limits and exclusions. Question 14 in Missouri. What is the purpose of an umbrella insurance policy for homeowners? A. To provide additional liability coverage above the limits of a standard homeowners policy. B. To cover damages to the home that are not covered by a standard homeowners policy. C. To replace the need for standard homeowners insurance entirely. D. To cover the full replacement cost of the home, regardless of market value. Answer A. To provide additional liability coverage above the limits of a standard homeowners policy. Explanation. An umbrella insurance policy provides extra liability coverage above the limits of a homeowner's standard policy. In Missouri, as in other states, it helps protect the homeowner from large liability claims or lawsuits that exceed the coverage limits of their primary homeowner's insurance. Umbrella insurance is particularly useful for individuals with significant assets or higher exposure to liability risks. Question 15. In Missouri, which of the following is typically excluded from coverage under an HO3 homeowners policy unless an endorsement is added? A. Windstorm damage. B. Fire damage. C. Earthquake damage. D. Theft. Answer C. Earthquake damage. Explanation. Earthquake damage is generally excluded from standard HO3 homeowners policies. Homeowners in Missouri, particularly those near the New Madrid seismic zone, must purchase an additional earthquake endorsement or a separate earthquake insurance policy to cover losses resulting from an earthquake. Question 16. A Missouri homeowners insurance policy includes an 80% coinsurance clause. If the home is insured for less than 80% of its replacement value and suffers a partial loss, what will happen? A. The insurance company will deny the entire claim. B. The insurance company will pay the full amount of the loss, regardless of the insured value. C. The homeowner will be required to pay a portion of the loss out of pocket. D. The policy will automatically be cancelled for underinsurance. Answer C. The homeowner will be required to pay a portion of the loss out of pocket. Explanation. Under a coinsurance clause, the homeowner is required to insure their home for at least 80% of its replacement value. If the home is underinsured and suffers a partial loss, the insurance company will apply a formula to determine how much of the loss they will cover. The homeowner will then be responsible for the remainder, effectively paying part of the loss out of pocket. Question 17. In Missouri, what is the primary purpose of an HO6 policy? A. To cover single-family homes against all perils. B. To provide insurance for tenants renting an apartment or home. C. To insure personal property and liability for condominium unit owners. D. To provide full coverage for landlords with multiple rental properties. Answer C. To insure personal property and liability for condominium unit owners. Explanation. A HO6 policy is designed for condominium unit owners and covers their personal property and liability, as well as any improvements they make to their unit. The building's exterior and common areas are typically covered by the condominium association's master policy. This type of policy is ideal for Missouri residents who own a condominium and need coverage for their belongings and personal liability. Question 18. What type of property coverage would a Missouri homeowner need if they wanted protection for the cost of rebuilding their home with similar materials, regardless of any appreciation in property value? A. Actual cash value coverage. B. Market value coverage. C. Agreed value coverage. D. Replacement cost coverage. Answer D. Replacement cost coverage. Explanation. Replacement cost coverage reimburses the homeowner for the cost of rebuilding the home with similar materials without considering depreciation or appreciation in the home's market value. This type of coverage is important in Missouri as it ensures that the homeowner can rebuild their home after a covered loss without being limited by the home's depreciated value. Question 19. Which of the following would likely result in a denial of a claim under a Missouri homeowner's insurance policy? A. Filing a claim for a tree that fell on the home during a windstorm. B. Filing a claim for water damage caused by a leaking roof that the homeowner failed to repair for several years. C. Filing a claim for fire damage caused by a lightning strike. D. Filing a claim for theft of personal belongings from a locked garage. Answer B. Filing a claim for water damage caused by a leaking roof that the homeowner failed to repair for several years. Explanation. Homeowners insurance policies generally exclude coverage for losses caused by a lack of maintenance or neglect. In this case, the water damage was caused by a roof that the homeowner failed to repair, and this would likely result in a denial of the claim. Insurance policies cover sudden and accidental events, but they do not cover damage resulting from ongoing maintenance issues. Question 20. In Missouri, which of the following best describes a loss of use provision in a homeowner's insurance policy? A. It reimburses the homeowner for the cost of repairing personal property damaged in a covered event. B. It provides funds for temporary housing and additional living expenses if the home is uninhabitable due to a covered loss. C. It covers legal expenses in the event the homeowner is sued for negligence. D. It pays the cost of rebuilding the home after a total loss. Answer: B. It provides funds for temporary housing and additional living expenses if the home is uninhabitable due to a covered loss. Explanation: the loss of use or provision in a homeowner's insurance policy reimburses the homeowner for additional living expenses if their home becomes uninhabitable due to a covered loss. This coverage typically includes the cost of temporary housing, food, and other necessary expenses until the home is repaired or rebuilt. This is an important provision for homeowners in Missouri to ensure they have a place to live in case of significant damage to their home. Question 21. What is the primary difference between natural cash value and replacement cost coverage in a Missouri homeowner's insurance policy? A. Actual cash value reimburses the homeowner for the full cost of rebuilding the home, while replacement cost takes depreciation into account. B. Actual cash value takes depreciation into account, while replacement cost reimburses the full cost of replacing or repairing without depreciation. C. Both actual cash value and replacement cost pay the same amount in a claim. D. Actual cash value includes additional living expenses, while replacement cost does not. Answer: B. Actual cash value takes depreciation into account, while replacement cost reimburses the full cost of replacing or repairing without depreciation. Explanation: actual cash value (SCV) coverage factors in the depreciation of the property when determining the payout, meaning the homeowner is reimbursed for the depreciated value of the damaged property. Replacement cost coverage, on the other hand, reimburses the homeowner for the full cost of replacing or repairing the property with materials of like kind and quality without deducting for depreciation. Question 22. In Missouri, a standard HO3 homeowner's insurance policy typically does not cover which of the following: A. Theft of personal belongings. B. Fire damage to the structure of a home. C. Damage from termites. D. Water damage from a burst pipe. Answer: C. Damage from termites. Explanation: damage caused by termites or other pests is considered a maintenance issue and is typically excluded from standard HO3 homeowners insurance policies. Homeowners are expected to take preventative measures to avoid pest infestations. Coverage usually includes fire damage, theft, and accidental water damage from events such as burst pipes. Question 23. Which of the following events would likely not be covered by a Missouri homeowner's insurance policy with replacement cost coverage? A. A hailstorm damages the roof of the home. B. A guest slips and falls on a wet floor, sustaining injuries. C. The homeowner's shed is destroyed by a wildfire. D. Floodwaters from a nearby creek cause significant damage to the basement. Answer: D. Floodwaters from a nearby creek cause significant damage to the basement. Explanation: standard homeowners insurance policies, including those with replacement cost coverage, typically exclude damage caused by flooding. Missouri homeowners who live in areas prone to flooding would need to purchase separate flood insurance through the National Flood Insurance Program and FERPA, a private insurer, to cover flood-related damages. Question 24. What is the typical consequence for a Missouri homeowner who fails to disclose a material fact during the application process for homeowners insurance? A. The insurer can cancel the policy immediately but must pay any pending claims. B. The policy may be cancelled and any claims could be denied due to material misrepresentation. C. The insurer must still pay claims but can increase premiums. D. The insurer has no recourse if the policyholder later corrects the information. Answer: B. The policy may be cancelled and any claims could be denied due to material misrepresentation. Explanation: if a homeowner in Missouri fails to disclose a material fact, such as a previous claim or certain risk factors, the insurer may cancel the policy or deny any claims due to material misrepresentation. It's important for applicants to provide complete and accurate information when applying for homeowners insurance to avoid policy cancellation or claim denial. Question 25. Which of the following is true about liability coverage in a Missouri homeowner's insurance policy? A. It only applies to injuries that occur inside the home. B. It provides coverage for bodily injury and property damage claims made against the homeowner anywhere in the U.S. C. It covers medical bills for the homeowner's injuries. D. It does not cover legal defense costs in the event of a lawsuit. Answer: B. It provides coverage for bodily injury and property damage claims made against the homeowner anywhere in the U.S. Explanation: liability coverage in a Missouri homeowner's insurance policy typically protects the homeowner from claims of bodily injury or property damage, regardless of where the incident occurs in the U.S. It also usually includes legal defense costs if the homeowner is sued. Question 26. Which of the following factors may influence the premium amount for a homeowner's insurance policy in Missouri? A. The homeowner's credit score. B. The value of the home and personal property. C. The location of the home. E.g., proximity to flood zones or fire risks. D. All of the above. Answer: D. All of the above. Explanation: several factors affect homeowners' insurance premiums in Missouri, including the homeowner's credit score, the value of the home and its contents, and the location of the property. Homes in areas prone to natural disasters or crime may have higher premiums due to increased risks. Question 27. In Missouri, which type of coverage provides reimbursement for a home's contents based on their current market value minus depreciation? A. Guaranteed replacement cost coverage. B. Actual cash value coverage. C. Agreed value coverage. D. Full replacement cost coverage. Answer: B. Actual cash value coverage. Explanation: actual cash value (SEV) coverage reimburses the homeowner for the value of damaged or lost items, taking depreciation into account. This means the payout reflects the current market value of the item, not what it would cost to replace it with a new one. Question 28. A Missouri homeowner is reviewing their insurance policy and notices a $1,000 deductible. What does this mean in the event of a covered loss? A. The insurance company will pay all claims up to $1,000. B. The insurance company will deduct $1,000 from the amount paid for a covered loss. C. The homeowner must pay the first $1,000 of any repair costs before the insurance company pays the rest. D. The insurance company will increase the premium by $1,000 in the event of a claim. Answer: C. The homeowner must pay the first $1,000 of any repair costs before the insurance company pays the rest. Explanation: a deductible is the amount the homeowner must pay out of pocket before the insurance company pays for a covered loss. In this case, the homeowner would be responsible for the first $1,000 of repair costs and the insurance company would cover the remaining amount, subject to policy limits. Question 29. Under Missouri law, which of the following is required when an insurance company cancels a homeowner's insurance policy? The insurer must provide written notice to the homeowner, typically 30 days in advance. B. The policy is cancelled immediately without any notification. C. The insurer must offer an automatic renewal. D. The homeowner is required to find a new policy within 72 hours. Answer: A. The insurer must provide written notice to the homeowner, typically 30 days in advance. Explanation: in Missouri, insurance companies are required to give the homeowner written notice before canceling a homeowner's insurance policy. This notice period is typically 30 days, giving the homeowner time to find alternative coverage if needed. Question 30. If a Missouri homeowner is sued because someone was injured on their property, what type of coverage in their homeowner's insurance policy would typically respond? A. Dwelling coverage. B. Personal property coverage. C. Liability coverage. D. Loss of use coverage. Answer: C. Liability coverage. Explanation: liability coverage in a homeowner's insurance policy protects the homeowner from claims or lawsuits if someone is injured on their property. It covers legal defense costs as well as any settlements or judgments up to the policy limits.